Because you're trying to breathe and you can't, so you're like, oh, yeah. But then
Brandon's face. Hello and good morning, and holy cow, this camera is heavy. I went to the gym this morning super early. I actually woke up. For some reason, I set my alarm early today, 4:40. I needed that extra 5 minutes because we woke up to a lot of snow. We did an insane arm workout and my arms are shaking. I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to wash my hair today because I don't know that I could do it. I'm not that strong today. Today is starting out awesome, minus the snow, minus the fact that it's still winter, it's still February and not spring. But other than that, it's great. Brandon had to wake up and use the snowblower again this morning, get all the snow out of the way. The only problem is it broke this morning, so he's got to fix it. He did a little of it by hand with a shovel, and he's like, I've got work to do. So most of it's done out there. I'm just hoping at some point the sun comes out and melts it all. I don't think that's gonna happen. Took the kids to school, and I had to rush home, rush to get ready. I'm wearing the cutest shirt. I can't even remember where I got this one. Sam's Club. I bought this at Sam's Club. So I am all ready for Valentine's Day. But today I'm gonna be spending all day with a bunch of 8th graders. I am doing a field trip for the school. They are going to this place called JA Biztown. It's junior achievement. In 7th grade, the kids go learn all about jobs and that kind of stuff. This year they are assigned a job, they have an income, they have this family, they have to pay bills, and they have to do real things. It's such a learning opportunity for them. I went last year, it was really far away. This year there's a brand new facility here close by. I'm really excited because I've heard it's really awesome. Excited to take Crew and a bunch of his friends today. Then you guys, today we have parent-teacher conferences. I'm hoping we can make it through the day without taking Crew to the doctor. If you saw the end of yesterday's video, he wiped out pretty bad. Yes, dude. And he's really hurting this morning, so his back is hurting him. He has basketball tonight, he has a game tomorrow. I don't know that he should go to either, so I gave him some medicine before he went to school. I gave him a protein bar to take with that medicine so his stomach didn't end up upset. I'm gonna have to see how he does. Thankfully, I'm spending the entire day with him, so I will find out firsthand how he's doing. He already did ask me about going to the doctor. I told him, I'm thinking it's just a muscle injury. We're just gonna have to see how today plays out, because he sneezed in the car and he was moaning out of pain. I'm hoping that ibuprofen helps, hoping he can make it through the day. I'll keep you guys posted.
Snow continues to come down out there. I have been outside on and off all morning. This morning started out using the snowblower to get the snow off before the kids went to school. I try and do that so that we don't put those permanent tracks as we drive the cars over the top. Wherever the tires go, it will freeze basically in eternity. A piece of ice that is difficult to get out if you don't get it before. So I always try and get out there before the kids leave for school. Today had the turning part that's like the cone that all the snow shoots out of, fell off. And so without that, it just shoots up in the air and falls right back down where it was. So I had to take a pause. I tried to do a little bit with a shovel. I think what happened is yesterday when I did it, I was out there for like 2+ hours and it was just such heavy wet stuff. It kept filling that cone. Then it would form into like a solid block before it could even come out, and so that thing would constantly get stuck, it would get weighted over. So I think that had something to do with it. So I went back out after finishing the vlog, repaired the little cone that was shooting the snow out, able to get back out there and finish out the driveway. Now at that point, the snow plows had come through, which gave me a fresh, brand new set of snow to work with because they filled the driveway, and all the walkways that I had done with the snow from the street, I've been out there working on that. It doesn't stop coming down. So it's still currently actively snowing, and I feel like I should just stop and wait and stop trying to get ahead of it because the snow just keeps falling no matter how much I go out there. It's been hours and hours of snow removal, and snow's not gonna stop. Maybe I should. I'm coming in, taking a little bit of break from that right now because we do have a busy day today with a lot of moving parts. I think Mom probably explained most of what's going on, but she is off at a field trip with Crew. They have like a career day type thing where they actually try out different jobs. Very cool. It's been going all day. They just got done and they're now headed back to the school, and school's almost out. I'm gonna get ready to go pick up the kids because then Mom is going to stay for parent-teacher conferences for the remaining hours of the day. I have no idea how long she's gonna be there. On the schedule, it says pretty much the rest of the day. The big update on today is yesterday we did not really dive into the injury that Crew sustained doing our fun sledding. We had a really fun sledding activity just at the hill here close by. Literally, we walked to it. It's a fairly tame hill. It's a nice one. You don't really feel like walking up a steep hill, and it's good for all ages, but it's still enough that you can have some fun with it. Take the fun up a level, as we tend to do. Crew and a friend built a jump in the middle of the hill. Keep in mind, it is, again, not a very steep hill, not a big, long run up to it, but they were trying to get as much air as they could. So Crew tested it a couple of times. One time just launched himself completely off the sled, got so much air. He could have jumped over me standing up easily. Then a buddy of Ryler's was there doing these really cool front flips off of a sled. So he'd stand 2 feet straight, go to the jump, and basically as he hit the jump, use that momentum to throw himself over and do a front flip. And crew thought, well, I can do that. At least he wanted to see if he could do that. And I love both Hazy's thrill-seeking, no fear, going off the jump face first and basically face planting. One of the times I caught her mid-air because she was just flailing in the air, flying. But crew, again, being KB12, wanted to step it up a notch. So he took the sled down and attempted a flip. I mean, we're talking like at night, blind flip, having never tried it before. And unfortunately, what I think had happened is that the snow behind the jump had been completely worn out. As I rewatched what happened, he landed on solid ground. There's absolutely no snow between him and his butt smacking the ground. That's a pretty rough fall. He hit with a little bit of feet first, kind of came through, thought he was going to over-rotate, so he opened up a little bit early, he said, stuck his legs out, his feet kind of touched, and then his butt hit really hard. And he kind of rolls over and says, I hurt my back.
Yes, dude. That hurt my back.
What you didn't see in yesterday's vlog is that he actually got pretty hurt. He was laying there on the ground for quite a while, knocked the wind out of him completely. And then for a while, his back muscles were just spasming in his back, just twitching out of control. Just couldn't even stand up or move. I said, hey, I'll just lay here on the ground with you. I laid there with him for probably a good 5-10 minutes, just to let that initial shock and pain wear off. And then we stood up, walked to the car. And I said, tomorrow is going to be the telltale sign because tomorrow it's going to feel probably very stiff and I would guess probably a little bit sore, even if it's just like a bruised tailbone or something on his back. But I didn't fear that it was anything substantial, like anything like a broken back. Today, he's telling us that it is a little bit stiff and pretty sore. As a basketball practice tonight, I think he's going to be kind of a game time decision on that because I would rather him miss practice tonight and rest the back, maybe put a heat pad on it or something like that, and then be ready to go for his game tomorrow because he has an actual game tomorrow. And so I'd rather have him rested up tonight and be game ready tomorrow. So I think we may explore that route. We got enough things going on today. Maybe it would be nice to pull one off the calendar. But let's check in with Krubadu when he gets home, see how he's feeling, see what he wants to do. I suggested we go to the movie theater, lay down on crash pads, throw a heat pad underneath his back and just watch a movie, relax, take it easy. He said that sounds like a dream. So we'll see when he gets back. Right now, guys, the snow just continues to fall outside. I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. I'm stopping shoveling. I'm done. Maybe I'll pick it up again tomorrow. We'll see. See behind me there, the TV is off the wall. We did have them come and measure for those mirrors, and so we're just waiting the estimate on that and then trying to decide if we want to go mirrors or go with the white, traditional, flat, clean, crisp, painted wall. Checking your guys' opinions over on our Instagram at This Is How We Bingham. Maybe we'll throw up a poll to make it easier to collect all those opinions. Just do a picture of that area and do mirror, no mirror. You guys can vote on that one because we are like right down the middle. Cannot decide. We can talk ourselves in and out of either of them 100%. Gotta check in on you, dude. I know today you would normally be heading to basketball practice in about an hour because you have really, really late practice. I think what we've decided ultimately is for you to not go tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's best.
How was today? Like I know today you had kind of like a field trip type thing, so you were up and about quite a bit. But how's your back been today?
It was pretty good. Like I was able to like walk and stuff, but like sitting hurts because that's how I fell.
Yeah.
Running and jumping.
I've been meaning to ask you like all day. Does it feel like a tailbone or a back?
Back.
Ew.
I was with him all day, and I will tell you, he didn't seem to complain once.
That's good.
So that was good news.
This morning we were like, do we need to go in and get like x-rays because it was like kind of hurting, and last night was crazy. But then I think even he was like, let me just see how it goes today. If you guys
helped.
saw the wipeout, it was a full-blown flip. He was worried about over-rotating. And walk us through that because you kind of explained it to me exactly what you did.
Basically, like I saw all my friends over-rotating a ton. Landing like on their hands. So I didn't want to do that. So I kind of like just tucked for the first bit and let like my speed take me for the last little bit.
Because you got some serious air. Got around very quickly. You did extend your legs kind of early, right?
And then you can see like in the video, I landed on grass. Like I didn't land on snow.
The
like,
snow was gone. It had been chipped away and stomped out. Like it was just grass. You're like 6 feet in the air doing a front flip. Extend your legs a little bit early. Land, I think, feet first, like a little bit.
Barely.
A millisecond first.
Barely.
And then slams onto the hard ground. You try to play it off like, and like you roll over and you're like, yeah, I hurt my back.
That hurt my back.
But then, didn't really talk about it yesterday.
At first I got up and I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine, like for 2 seconds. Then
And then he goes,
immediately
"Wait
just rolled
a
over onto
second."
my back. Just like sat there and laid.
First thing was wind knocked out of you. Like you couldn't even like talk or breathe for a
hate
second.
that
And that's
feeling.
the worst. And that's just the worst because you can't even like gather yourself to even explain what's hurting.
Well, and it's kind of scary. You've had the wind knocked out of you.
When you're, like,
I remember that like the
gasping
first
for
time
breath.
they've had it happen, they're like
Because
kind
you're
of
trying to breathe and you
panics
can't. So you're like, oh, yeah. But then
Brandon's face just now.
you had some back muscle spasms or
Yeah,
something?
so
or?
I think it just like sent a shock up my spine because of
Yeah.
how hard I just hit.
I told him the alternative probably would have been worse. He would have held the tuck and over rotated and like face planted onto the grass. That could have been
Lost
worse.
those beautiful teeth.
I mean, broken nose, who knows?
Or if he would have over rotated, landed on his hands, he could have broken his wrist. You
So I
never
do
know.
feel like, I mean, all things considered, I don't know. None of the outcomes were great except maybe landing it. But
Maybe some sore muscles is probably the best.
Yeah.
for me though, the braveness and savagery to full send it, not knowing what the heck was going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
That was worth, I think, maybe missing out on one practice. Because are you feeling like you're going to be able to go to your game tomorrow? I think you
Yeah, probably.
probably. We'll see. Game time decision.
Here's the thing with injuries that I never know. You do heat or ice.
Oh, yes. We've been trying to figure out. Are we supposed to ice this
I
or
asked
heat it? I
my
don't know.
friends today who have kids in sports, and they both said different things. So I'm like, I don't know. I haven't.
Well,
Googled
I know
it.
it's different for different things. I don't know which is which. I feel like a muscle is a heat thing. Joints are ice. I don't know. I'm
have
literally making
no
that up. I have no
idea.
idea.
I have no clue.
Well,
He's
we were
been
thinking.
using a heating pad, so
I know.
hopefully we're not doing the wrong
Has it
thing.
been helping though? I feel like
I feel
that's
like
like
it
when you
has,
come
yeah.
off that's relaxing. Because we were thinking tonight maybe we finish off the night on a heating pad, watch a movie in the theater, just kind of like chill, take it easy, and that'll be a good way to rest
That
up
sounds
before the game tomorrow.
Amazing.
I think things are looking good for crew. Finished up with a little heat pad on the back, and he is
Yeah.
resting comfortably upstairs.
Tucked him in.
I think he's feeling great. Just probably had a nice little shock to the system there.
Yeah, a little.
We're joking as the adult leaders. If that had happened to us, you're out for 6 months. It's just
I don't
done.
even think I told you how it happened. I saw the other leader that you had your activity with. And I said, how did it go? And he goes, one of the kids got really hurt. Who? Crew took a little bit of a fall. I was like, what does that mean? You gotta give more details. Glad that he's okay. This weekend's coming up. I don't know if you know it is a Valentine's week.
And next week, we got Super Bowl Sunday leading into Valentine's week. But honestly, that just means we got to go get Valentine's. Like normally we're on top of getting the Valentine's for the kids' classes, but this year we
It's just Hazy and Brex.
they don't do as many. It's more of an elementary thing. The older kids, you know, they get things for their sweethearts.
Brandon, there's still time to shop. Louis Vuitton.
Yours is hanging on the wall downstairs.
Oh yeah. We love you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll
To
see you
Louis Vuitton TV. Good night, everybody.
Nice. Oh shoot, dude.
Here goes Hazy.
Oh my gosh, crew.
That hurt my back.